União da América.
We are finally done with practicum. So based on the packet tools, the needs assessment, our group, we did the two presentations. The low-level one was on oral hygiene, and the high-level one was on nutrition and exercise. How did we pick these topics? Well, again, packet tools, needs assessment. We were talking on how to brush your teeth, you know, the tongue inside, outside. Yes. And some of the activities that we had them do, we showed them videos, we had them come up and pretend they were teeth, wrap them in flip chart paper, and we had this big long piece of yarn, and we taught them, you know, the shoe shine method to floss your teeth. And John over here had this amazing idea of showing them egg that had been in soda pop the night before, so it was like the dirty tooth with cracks. It was darkened, and he showed him a clean egg.
So for the second presentation, we did nutrition, diet and nutrition. That presentation went really well. We presented to 7th graders. I think they were about 12 or 13 years old. Basically, we had that split into 3 parts. So the first part was Paulina introducing the food pyramid, what vitamins are found in each sector of the food pyramid. And then Colby came in and presented sugar content and salt content in certain foods and drinks.
Over the past 2 weeks, Pauline's been saving everybody sugar packets from the coffees, and for about 2 weeks, we ended up with what I think I counted 65 little packets.
And so Colby presented that. That was kind of a good assessment. We were able to visualize and actually show how much sugar is in a can of Coke versus pear juice versus like a giant liter Coke. And so they were able to actually visualize and see how much sugar is in, you know, what they're drinking. And then the last part of it, we kind of got them involved as far as physical activity. We played a game of Simon Says. We took them outside. It ended up being a really nice day. We hit the time limit of 45 minutes. The kids were very receptive to us. Overall, I think it went really well.
But I think both, you know, to wrap it up, both of our sessions went well. In both classes, the students were very receptive. And again, you know, based on the needs assessment and talking to the teachers, these were topics that are needed in the community and are helpful to the students.
So Carla and I were partners for our 2 lessons. For our lower lesson,
First graders,
yeah, we did road safety, and for our upper level lesson, we did compression only CPR.
Great. Our first lesson for the first graders we thought went really well. I think we were spot on with most of our activities. And some of the activities were a video. Corbin showed a video, like a Sesame Street video, how to retrieve a ball safely from the street. Then there was a coloring activity that Corbin came up with the design, and it reinforced the theme of our presentation, which is stop, look, and listen. The 3 things that these children need to remember to do every time they cross the street. So that coloring activity reinforced that. Then we did a game.
Yeah, we did a game at the end to kind of reinforce the stop, look, and listen. We took them outside, and that was a lot of fun for them because they weren't used to going outside for lessons, and they kind of mixed it up. We created 3 areas out in the playground, and basically we would just say stop, look, or listen, of course in the chip, and then they would run to that area. And it was up to them to try and remember the 3 areas, and it was a big success. Yeah, got them excited.
And then we had a song. The song is Stop, Look, and Listen. And in Ship, it is Nadalo Shiko the Dejo, Nadalo Shiko the Dejo, Parasate Kalash, Parasate Takalash, Jithmon Shiko, Hooray Zikun. And I know the kids really love that. So our second presentation was to the 7th grade children, and that was on CPR, compression, just chest compressions only. And Corbin did a lot of research on the internet, and he came up with a great video to show that was about 7 minutes long. And you know, Corbin, being a former EMT, he had lots of information, and our translator was very good about keeping up with what we were saying, and so the kids were interested in that too. You know, I don't think any of them really thought before what they would do if their grandparents or somebody they knew all of a sudden stopped breathing and they would need to do a rescue.
Our main focus areas for this lesson were scene safety, patient assessment, and interaction, so compressions. It worked well because we had some dummies that we had made, and they were able to actually practice, and the hands-on, I think, broke down some of that fear or anxiety that might happen when you're first learning a skill like this. And
the compressions now are 100 beats or 100 compressions per minute. That is a lot. That is a lot to for an adult to do, and you know, you can quickly wear out. But so in our presentation, we had 2 different groups. I had the girls, Corbin had the boys, and we asked them to sort of compete to make sure that they could get 100 compressions a minute in the right way, with keeping elbows locked and everything. And so they enjoyed that. The girls were actually singing a little song and counting every time somebody was doing the compressions. So it was, I think, a good presentation too.
Yeah.
I'm a girl, stalker. I love my life. 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 No, no, we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want for talk. Me have enough to say. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure, make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try to test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect, and Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like what I say, go find the love. Me not got time for the work, got time so hard. Them not mad me not gonna psycho ward. Or go join them or enjoy my life, yo. Few friends when me up with here to me. Me not trust people, so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean, so them can't come near to me, can't compare to me. No, no, we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Sure. Never make nobody get the best of you. Look on the person of the mirror on the dresser too. Tell yourself say you're not gonna make them pressure you. And live life to the fullest that you better do. Just believe me know life not easy. Nothing we never born with gold spoon to feed with. No be greedy, set a pace in a life and achieve it. Listen to me keen, love me L-I-F-E until it left me. Me I go and keep a pray and I pray to Father God say old age catch me. Me I beg your Father bless me, guide